I thought I made the right call, staying for my son and try to
Even
work it out.
Dr. Deloney is saying it. I don't have the strength to do what you're doing. Because Dr. Deloney would have put hands on that dude. For sure.
For you, thank you for taking my call.
You got it.
I appreciate it.
What's up, brother?
Nothing much. So pretty much, I found my wife in an emotional affair with my neighbor for over a year now. I found out a couple weeks ago. I looked through the call logs on the phone. I knew something was going on between the two of them. I confronted him 3 times, and I confronted her. I'm being honest with you. It was probably 2 to 3 times a day. We would consecutively argue about it. He would buy my son clothing for school and just stuff for his room, and he would cook my wife dinner.
When you say confront, what are you doing? If he's doing all this and your wife is doing all this, when you're confronting him, what are you doing exactly? Because obviously it's not working.
A lot, and in front of me they had nicknames, and everybody denied it. And I'm having a hard time believing her in anything she says. Her mother passed away about 2 years ago, and she was swearing on her deceased mother and our son that nothing was going on. And then when I confronted her...
When you get that gut feeling that something isn't right with your significant other, 9 times out of 10 it's probably true. If the signs can be there. You don't just make it up out of your, oh, I feel this way. The signs are there. Nicknames. He got a relationship with your son. Oh man, come on now.
It was the blame was on my end, and things weren't good. And it's been going on for about a year. We were in couples therapy starting this January. I was unaware of everything, but I knew something was off in the marriage, and I was trying to make it better. And I can't even get away because he is at my home. He's next to me at home, and he is there when I go to the gym, at the same gym. So I can't even have an escape that way, and I'm not sure where to begin. I'm not even sure where my head is at. I can't trust anybody, and this is where I'm stuck at right now.
Yeah, dude, that's a terrifying place to be, man. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It's not okay, man. It's not.
It's not okay. Where's your rage? Where's your anger?
You don't got to make me feel better. I'll just sit here with you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Do you have little ones?
I do. I have one 3-year-old son.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'm not even. I don't want to come home.
Yeah.
I literally can't get away. And she said that she broke it off with him, and our houses are so close. If I put a hammer through the wall, you can probably see his living room. That's how we're right next.
She doesn't respect you, man. Respect is earned. You have to create respect. She does not respect you. And I'm telling you, the neighbor don't either, because a man that's respected, they wouldn't be doing these things. And you wouldn't be a respected man wouldn't be putting up with this crap. I'm telling you right now. You're doing all this and, oh, I confronted them and they're just lying to me. It's like, why are you even there? A respected person would be like, you know what? I'm just going to take my son. You guys have a nice life. I hope you guys are happy together. See you in court. That's it.
Next door.
Okay.
She said that she broke it off. And then about 2 weeks ago, I asked her, we were just talking, and I asked her what she had for dinner, and she said that she didn't eat. And this is something little, but it's just the fact that it happened. And she said that she didn't have dinner because she wasn't hungry because of everything going on. And then I got home. I work late, and I got home that morning, and there was food, and that was not ours. And how I know is because it was on a paper plate that was not ours in the garbage. And she wasn't honest with me again. And he keeps talking to her and saying hi. And they both said that it was nothing sexual, but I don't believe the two of them, because like I said, I confronted him 3 times about it, and my wife twice a day for 2-3 times a day for the last year.
I'm only can speak from a man's perspective. Sometimes a situation doesn't need words. It needs action. It needs physical action. That neighbor needs his ass whooped. He needs to be beat up. All this, I'm going to call Dr. Deloney. Deloney can't help you. You need to be a man. I'm sorry to say it like this. You need to be a man and physically assault someone when someone just won't leave your wife alone. And your wife, she's not like oh, I'm just a child, I don't know any better. She knows what's going on. She knows how to ignore someone. When someone talks to her and she doesn't want to talk to them, she does know how to escape that situation. It's on her too. But as a man, he's telling you to his face he doesn't respect you. He's talking to your child, he's talking to your wife consistently, and you told him not to. You need to physically put hands on him and deal with the consequences later, because at the end of the day, you are a man.
So,
man, it's not written in a textbook somewhere what the next move is.
yeah.
I don't even know why you called him. You need to be putting on your boxing gloves and going handle business.
I understand.
So I'm going to give you, with all of the time I've spent sitting with people who have had emotional affairs and full-blown sexual affairs and like my personal experience, all of it.
Okay.
I would probably leave for 30 days.
Okay.
Because here's the thing, your wife is just lying to you, and you're going crazy.
And I'm telling you right now, I don't condone domestic violence against a woman or any kind of gender, but that type of deal will make a person go crazy, constantly being lied to, disrespected. That type of situation, I wouldn't blame a man putting hands on a woman, because you're just driving me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to stay clear, because every time you go to the safest, what should be the safest place in the world, which is your home, you're in fight or flight the entire time.
Correct. Yeah.
And every time you go to work, you're in fight or flight.
Mm-hmm.
And the other option would be, I'm going to go stay in an apartment for 30 days and we're going to put the house on the market.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to sell this house because that's the only way you're going to save your marriage.
Yeah.
And if she says, I think that's a great idea, let's do that, cool. And if she says, absolutely not, this is where we live, yada, yada, then she gets to make a choice. Do you want to fight me for this home? Or we're going to sell this home one way or the other. We're going to sell it through when the judge forces the sale of the home and we split the assets up, the equity up, or we can sell it now and try to save our marriage.
This is exactly what I said. You need to get out of that situation. Just leave. Tell that woman, tell your wife, I'm taking my son. I'll see you in court. Have fun with your new man. Have a nice life. That's it.
I don't mean to throw another curveball at you.
Throw them all, man. Throw them all.
So this past February of this year, we jointly filed bankruptcy. So we could sell it, but as far as buying, I'm pretty sure we can't buy it.
Bro, you're past all that.
All that stuff does not matter. You need to get up out of that situation one way or another.
Joe, your wife is sleeping with your neighbor. Period. End of story. You know that. I know that. They both know that.
Yeah, and they would FaceTime too. I forgot to mention that.
Joe.
There is no fear. They don't fear you. They don't respect you. I'll tell you right now, if you ain't gonna respect me, you're gonna have to fear something, because I'm about to go in there and I'm about to go about my wife, about my child. It's about to go down. It's about to be some furniture moving in that mug.
If you're done with this marriage, be done with this marriage. An important family death, bankruptcy, those are two of the most powerful stressors on a marriage.
Yes, sir.
Right.
An affair, I mean, you got like it's the trifecta.
Got all three.
Yeah.
But now you're at a place where you keep coming back to drink more poison and more poison and more poison. And I haven't heard you once say, I am desperately in love with this woman and I want to try to save this marriage. I hear you pissed.
Yeah, I thought I was past the anger stage, and
no, dude, your wife's cheating on you, right? And your neighbor waves at you.
Yeah.
He doesn't sound angry enough to me. He sounds very monotone, like he's just like, yeah, it's whatever. I mean, he probably blaming himself. It's my fault. Like, hey, man, you don't have enough rage. Something is wrong with this guy.
I'm afraid you're going to end up in jail. You know why? Because I would.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of that, because he would have been in jail right now instead of calling Dr. Deloney for advice. He'd be in jail right now.
Yeah.
I don't have the strength to go through what you're doing every day.
I thought I made the right. Honestly, I thought I made the right call, staying for my son and try to
Even
work it out.
Dr. Deloney is saying it. I don't have the strength to do what you're doing, because Dr. Deloney would have put hands on that dude for sure.
But I'm angry. I can't even look at her. It's like she's trying in that aspect. But when I first found out, it was like the end of June, and I just said a divorce probably, I'm going to say like two weeks ago. Then that's when she started to change. And I'm like, well, why did it take me to say a divorce? And, I don't.
You have to demand respect. And how you demand respect, you take away what you bring valuable to the relationship. She value the marriage and your time and your money, take it away. It's all you can do. I'm not telling you to put hands on her, beat her up because she won't do what you want or she's cheating on you. But you could do you could take away your time, your money, your energy. Just take it away. And if she really values it, she will fight for it. If she doesn't, hey, more power to you, bro.
I don't want to come home. I don't want to be around anybody. I'm angry. I'm upset. I can't believe anybody. I don't believe a word that she's saying. You know what I mean? Even though she could be telling the truth very well.
Here's the deal. Here's the work you have to do.
Yes, sir.
What does the path to trust look like for you? Because let's say we can't sell the house. We are stuck here in this house. It's against the law for us to sell, which is not true, but let's just make up something, okay?
Yeah.
What does trust look like? Trust looks like a no contact order.
Mm-hmm.
Trust looks like you saying you are forbidden from coming on my property, and if you come on my property, you call my house again,
I'm going to shoot you dick. No, I'm just playing.
You're on notice now. I'm going to file a harassment complaint.
Hey, that's one way to do it, for real.
Wife cuts off everything. She throws her phone in the sink and lets it, and loses all contacts and starts completely over.
Yeah.
But here's the deal, bro. She did all this stuff, and he made her dinner, and they had dinner together last night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
That type of behavior will get you messed up. I'm telling you. All them stuff you be seeing on the news where the man killed the wife, he killed the kids, and he killed himself. This is the type of situation that'll make a man do that type of stuff. I'm telling you, this stuff right here is disgusting. And I regret that it's happening to this guy, but this is insane.
You've heard me say this 1,000 times. Behavior is a language. She's being very clear with you.
No, I understand.
Very clear.
And right now she's got a gravy train, which is you going off to work and then coming home. Does she work too?
Yeah, she works during the day, and then I work second shift from 3 to midnight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all effectively never see each other, and she has 8 hours a day when she gets to spend with the man next door.
Wow.
That is correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, like the minute I leave for work, I leave the house around 2, and then that's when the calls would happen. Like,
of course.
Yeah.
Of course they would.
Wow. Man.
I guess I'm just still processing this, and I don't even know. Yeah.
But here's the deal.
What are you processing? Where is your anger? Where is your rage?
I'm afraid you're about to do something stupid.
I'm not afraid of that at all. He sounds like he's just about to roll over and just die. Like, what are you doing? You're not fighting for anything.
You promise me that you're not going to go to jail?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a 3-year-old son, and I can't.
Excellent.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to make it worse for anybody.
And for whatever it's worth, during a divorce proceeding, every one of her text messages will be subpoenaed. Every one of her emails will be subpoenaed, even the deleted ones.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is on the table. Okay? Yours too.
Yes, sir.
And so there's a chance you end up with full custody here because she doesn't want to be married to you.
Mm-hmm. She's a great mom, and I couldn't ask for a better mom.
This dude here, you steady defending her. She does not care about you.
That way, I
Joe.
know yeah.
A great mom doesn't bring another man to the house every night.
Facts. She is not a great mom.
Yes, sir. And our son, just to bring one more incident up, we were painting our son's room, and we were in the middle of it, and him and I started it, and nothing was done. And she got the following day, she got out of work at 2. I left, and I called her around my 6:30 break time, and she said that the room was finished and done, and I didn't believe her because I know how much that takes, especially with a 3-year-old by herself. And then, I get home that next day because I get home at night, and I look at the room, and it's beautiful. Everything was cut in to all the corners, and I look on the tarp, and there was paintbrushes and rollers that I don't have. And our son consecutively says that I don't want to say names, but the neighbor, mommy, and him were all painting the room, and she obviously denies it. But this is
Joe. Joe.
Yeah. I'm just. Yeah.
You can hear it as you're saying it out loud, can't you?
Yeah.
Listen,
Yes, sir.
if we were in person, if I was sitting in Connecticut right now with you in New Haven, I was just there a few weeks ago. If I was there with
Yeah.
you right now, I would stop the conversation and I'd give you a hug.
I stop the conversation and I'll punch you in the chest. Like, where is your anger? Where is your rage? Where is your manhood? Just wake up. He's in a sleep. He's just like, I've done this for her. She's such a great mom. It's like, bro, just go, just yell. I would just take him somewhere so he could just yell, just like, get it out.
Because I know the path it's in front of you is gnarly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
And I know miracles happen, but this sounds like your marriage is over, and it sounds like now we're just waiting for somebody to be the adult and have the courage to do the next thing.
And it's got to be you, because you're the only one losing in this situation. Everyone else is winning in this relationship. The wife, the neighbor, the kid, even the kid. I mean, you're the only one that's losing. You need to get out of this situation immediately. No matter what it takes, no matter what the consequences are, get out.
Yeah. I guess that's what I was afraid of.
I know.
But
I'm sorry. I hate it for you too.
sorry. It's just love's a funny thing. It's like no matter how bad somebody hurts you, you just don't stop that.
No, of course not. Of course not.
I guess that's what I'm holding on to.
And dude, if she was ready to fight and go to war for this marriage, dude, I'd be 1,000% y'all can save this marriage.
I would agree with that too, but obviously she does not want to save this marriage. She is disrespecting you left and right, up and down, front and center.
No question about it. I have no question about it. But everything starts with I'm going to tell you the truth. And she can't do that. And she won't do that.
Mhm.
And now we're at a place where she is teaching our son that we lie.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, man. She didn't evolve. She involved your son, your seed. She involved someone so precious to you. That would make a man go crazy, because you just ruined all this work that I've been doing in this household for my son. By bringing in another man, he teaching him all this stuff that I don't know about. It's just, man, I hope he don't go to jail. I hope he just get out of the situation. I hope he don't murder this woman, because this is the type of situation where you gonna see this man on the news where he done killed everybody in the house. The man, the neighbor, the wife, the child.
Teaching our son that multiple men stay in this home. And by the way, dude, Joe, just so you can see this from an outsider's perspective, because I'm just a random dude in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
She's trying to send you a message. She's leaving trash in the trash. She's leaving rollers in the house.
Yeah.
She's not even trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
The only way you can save yourself right now is to man up and end this relationship yourself. Don't let her end it. You end it. You take control of the situation and you get out.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there's a lot of what I would call infidelity gymnastics that people go through. Lots.
Yeah.
She's almost rubbing your nose in it, or less less aggressively, like letting you know this is happening. Ta-da! Right?
Yeah.
And maybe you tell her, I want you out of this house in the next week. She's got to move out.
That's what I would do. Take control of the situation. Be the aggressor in this situation. Just stop letting stuff happen to you. You're just like lolly. It's just like, man, you're letting it happen to you.
Yeah.
Y'all figure that stuff out. But I mean, you can't continue to allow another man to come spend 8 hours a day in your home with your wife and your child.
Yeah.
And that can be that you leave and then serve the papers or sit with an attorney, or y'all go to mediation, wherever it happens in Connecticut. Every state's different. Or she packs up and goes. Although I think
she gotta go.
Fear is she's just going to go 20 yards next door.
Or you gotta go. Let her have it. I guarantee you she ain't gonna be able to pay them bills by herself. Just let her go.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's it's what's going to happen. And she told him that she wants nothing to do with him. But yesterday they were outside, and she took my son and herself and my son and the dog for a walk. And when she went down the street, he was staring at her. And when he got back, he said, "Hey, how are you guys?" And she's like, "Good. How are you?" And it's something little, but it's the fact that we're going through all this, and it's like my expectation is no contact, and I shouldn't even have to say that if you're willing to work with somebody. Then her defense was, "Well, we're neighbors. What am I going to say? We're going to say hi." And I'm like, "Okay, but our marriage is on the line."
Not a neighbor that you're having an affair with.
Nah, y'all don't need to speak. Y'all don't need to speak at all. And also, when I'm thinking about it, you need to get a DNA test on your son while I'm thinking about it, because it's just the neighbor's too friendly to the kid. I mean, he's buying him school clothes, nicknames, helping him paint his room. It's just like, you might have to get a DNA test on the son too.
Yeah.
Right. Has she shown you the messages that she sent him that said, "We are never going to be in contact ever again. Stop contacting me," effective immediately?
No, sir. Apparently this is all verbal on our back deck.
Exactly. Yeah. I want it in writing.
Dude, you're not taking control of the situation at all. You're just letting her dictate what's happening and what's going on. You have to structure this relationship how you see fit and how comfortable you are in it. Obviously, you're not comfortable in this relationship at all. I would just skedaddle. Either she gonna stay here or I'm gone. Period. And if I'm leaving, I'm taking my son with me.
Yeah.
I want it in writing so that when you file a harassment complaint, that this man won't leave your wife alone.
Yeah.
He keeps coming over to the property line and staring at her. He keeps yelling at her, trying to say hello to her when she's trying to walk your child and the dog. I want it all in writing. Also,
if you do that, you could probably legally physically assault him when he comes on your property, because you've already multiple times sent restraining order, harassment complaints. You got all this on record. As soon as he crosses that line again, you could just boom. And the police, you already got records of you complaining about this neighbor that he won't leave you guys alone. You'll be good. That's actually a good plan right there.
My college students, you have to put in writing through text message or email, "Do not contact me anymore." Period. And once that line is crossed, then it's harassment. Now we can get involved.
Yeah. Now you can get
that's a good point.
Involved.
Okay. All right.
But I don't think she's going to do it, Joe.
I don't think so either.
I'm gonna have to agree with you there.
Okay. So let's get a group of people in your corner, whether that's a couple of close friends, whether that's a minister from your local church, whether that is an attorney that you're going to sit with, a mental health professional, everybody.
I'll tell you right now, we couldn't be boys, because if my homeboy told me some stuff like this, hey, I'd be sad for him in the moment, but then once that sad shit over with, hey man, you need to straighten up. Where is this dude? Why are you letting this dude just do whatever he wants to do? Why are you letting your wife just do whatever he wants to do? If you can't control her, you can't control him, you can't control the situation, get out of the situation. Period.
Maybe the path right now is to go sit with an attorney, because you've got a lot to untangle, whether with the bankruptcy, with child, with home equity. I don't know how any of that stuff works in Connecticut. So having a professional just to know what you're looking at here. And the whole time, I want you to spend some time with yourself in a local coffee shop, or on your breaks at work, or in the morning when your son is taking a nap, figuring out what is a path back to trust, so that you can lay it down in front of her and say, "This is what this looks like. We sell the house and we rent." Because I would rather be married to you and rebuild this marriage than own a house.
I think the trust is gone. I would never be able to trust a woman that done this to me. It's just too far gone. You need to figure out, you need to lay a list of what can you do to better yourself individually. You do not need to be worried about anybody else but yourself. The way his voice is, the tonality of his voice, the way he's talking, I could just tell. Maybe he's not in the best physical shape. Maybe he needs to hit the gym. Maybe he needs to just focus on himself. Maybe go hang out with the boys. Something needs to change in his psyche to where he's not reliant on this woman. All you need to do is focus on yourself and your child. And you need to make sure that child is actually yours, the DNA wise anyway.
Or you have to sever all contact forever and partridge in the pear tree, on and on and on and on and on.
Separate. It's too late for all this, bro.
And I'm going to put cameras up in the house, and if this man steps on my property, I'm going to have him a no trespass.
Telling you.
I don't want his plates.
And once that no trespass is up and he comes on my property, chitty chitty bang bang.
In our home, and I don't want his paint rollers in our home, and I don't want his love and affection for you and our kid in our home. It's our home, not his. But Joe, you got to stop. I mean, I know you hear it, and it's hard to even wrap your head around, oh, this is it. Like, my wife is choosing him. She's choosing dishonesty. She's choosing lying, and I'm so sorry. Call back anytime, brother. You got to.
Hey, man, that was a very emotionally heavy video, but it needed to be made, man. Great video by Dr. Deloney. Kobe Jack Reacts. We out.